Hi Kingdom Kids, I hope you're having a good week and you're being good at home. Last week we talked about using our fingers to remember how we can cover our community in prayer. So I hope you've been praying for your communities, for your friends, for your family, for your leaders, and also don't forget about yourself. This week we're going to talk about something a little bit different, and I'm going to show you with a object lesson what we're going to talk about. So we are going to read 1 John chapter 2 verse 15. Do not love the world or anything in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in them. So what does that mean to us? Does that mean we're not supposed to love this planet? No, that's not what that means. God gave us this beautiful earth to live on, and we are supposed to respect it. But that's not what he's saying here. Now, you may know that not everyone on the earth is a Christian. You may have friends, family members, classmates, neighbors that have different faiths, or maybe they don't believe in anything at all. But we as people all have to live together in this world together. Now, when we combine all of those faiths, Christian, other faiths, maybe people who don't believe anything, we're all going to come together and have different values, we're going to have different ideas, and we're going to have different ways of how we proceed in our life. As Christians, we use the Bible to know what God wants for our lives and how we're supposed to act and how we're supposed to carry ourselves. Now, people who aren't Christians aren't going to use the Bible, so they may have different values in us, they may have different beliefs. So now that we all have to live together on this world, we need to move forward in this world using the Bible to know what God has for our lives. So to be in the world but not of the world, what does that look like? I'm going to show you right now.
Okay, so we're going to use this as a metaphor for the world. See this beautiful thing that's covered in blue water? And this is an example of us Christians, okay? So I'm gonna pour this in here. So this is oil, okay? So the water demonstrates the world all around us. Everyone else, everyone who isn't a Christian. You can see that the oil is separate from the water. It's next to the water, but it stands out. As Christians, you are going to stand out in the world around you, and that is okay.
It is okay to be different. I know it's hard sometimes, but as Christians, we are meant to stand out because we use the Bible to know what God has for us. So, as Christians, we are going to stand out among everyone else, and that is okay. It does not mean that we treat people badly or not believing what we believe. That is why we are supposed to be an example and a light for them by standing out amongst everyone else. Now, I know it can be hard to be different sometimes, but even Jesus was rebuked by his disciples, and he was chased out of his hometown for doing miracles and preaching the gospel. So if Jesus had opposition, we're going to have opposition. Just know that because you stand out and you are different, that is okay. Jesus went through it too. He knows what you're going through, and that's going to happen sometimes when we use the Bible instead of maybe what everyone else believes, okay? So as Christians, it is okay to be different. It's okay to be in the world, but not of the world, and still bring Jesus's light and love to everyone around us. This is how we preach the gospel, is by preaching to people that don't know about Jesus or the Bible. So be oil this week, okay? Be oil and stand out. Please be good for your parents, and I will see you next week. Bye, Kingdom Kids.